gonna miss that. I am gonna miss that. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Stef ABtv. Welcome to a pretty shock video, if I'm honest, and I've got a bit of explaining to do, because as of this moment, I have sold my Abarth 124 Spider. And the irony behind it is the last day I get to drive this car is in chucking it down rain, and I've got to have the roof up. Most of my videos I always have the roof down, but in this case I need the roof up. So what's actually happened? So I didn't actually put this car on the market, if I'm honest with you, and one of the things that has happened is when I put the video out saying, you know, I put this car back to standard, I took the sport cat off, etc., I had some interest from a buyer out in Hong Kong, believe it or not. So this car is going to get exported to Hong Kong, where there's only like 3 or 4 Abarth 124 Spiders out there, which is mad that this thing here will be prowling the streets of Hong Kong. And I definitely want to kind of keep in touch with the new owner and just kind of see what kind of stuff this car gets up to. So why has it gone? You know, what's the reason? Well, let's just put it into perspective. If you were to take a look on Google or whatever it may be and look at how much these cars are worth out in Hong Kong, I think I saw one for something like Hong Kong currency 485,000, which equates to about 40 grand, £40,000 for an Abarth 124 Spider. So when the owner reached out, when the buyer reached out to me and said, look, I hear, you know, you're selling your car, this is what I want, you know, what do you want for it? I gave my sum that I wanted for this car, and we pretty much agreed it straight away. So yeah, now all I've got to do on this is take the number plate off, get it ready, and what will happen is that somebody from I guess from the export company who the new owner is going to arrange with will come to collect the car from the driveway. It will then get taken to a shipping port, and yeah, it will then make its way over to Asia. That's bonkers. It's quite cool actually, because this car, it's got Asian heritage with that kind of Mazda 124 Spider link, so it's actually quite cool to know that this is going over to Asia. But yeah, you know, it just kind of happened out of the blue. Will I miss this car? Of course I'll miss this car. It's a very, very cool car. But at the same time, I've also been kind of thinking about what's next. And what will I do next? And I guess that's the big question. And apologies, it's quite dark at the moment. It's like mid to end of May and the weather is horrendous. Like, you would have thought by now we'd be getting summer, but we're not. Anyway, yeah, so kind of what are my kind of final thoughts in terms of this car and what am I going to be looking to do in the future? So look, this car has been great. I've enjoyed it. I've had it for about nearly 11 months or so now. It's a little riot. You know, I've managed to do some mods to it. I you know, remapped the car. It was great. I experienced the car with the remap. I've put a silly sport cat on this car. I've taken it off, so now it is going to Hong Kong. The only modifications going over there with will be the springs, the spacers, and the BMC air filter, the Bonalume dump valve thing, whatever you want to call it, and the high spark coil pack. But I am going to give the new owner pretty much everything that came with the car as standard. Now, this is really interesting, if I'm honest with you. Look at that, man. It's just can't get... You cannot beat a rear-wheel drive in a lightweight car, man. Jesus, it's going to be fun. I will miss that. And if I'm honest, this car spends so much time sideways. And I did say to the new owner that, you know, he's going to have an absolute laugh with this car, because it is like on bicycle wheels. In any condition other than dry, this car slides. And bear in mind, right now we are running stock power, so imagine what this would have been like with the remap. Anyway, I digress. Interestingly, in Hong Kong now, so when this goes over to Hong Kong, it will need to pass all of the kind of Hong Kong equivalent, I guess, of an MOT. So they then need to make sure that the car is standard in terms of engine, which it is. They also then need to do a sound test. So it's quite good for the new owner that I've taken the sport cat off, which I think is probably why, you know, he reached out. And obviously then when he's done all of that stuff, he can pretty much just put the sport cat back on again. Pretty much what we would do here in the UK when you want to pass emissions. But I have enjoyed this car. Yes, I'm a little gutted, not gutted. I think I got to a point where I was ready to kind of let this little thing go. I would have probably enjoyed a road trip out of this. I would have enjoyed the summer out of this, but leading into summer is probably the best time to sell these cars because everyone wants a convertible. And to be fair, I didn't even put this up on the market. It just kind of happened really, really quickly. So for you guys, it's the videos have kind of come out and you've kind of gone, oh, it's had mods removed. Now it's had the number plate removed, and now it's gone. And yeah, so by the time you guys are watching this, it would have been sold. Now, the car might feature on a few videos, like if I'm filming on the driveway, because whilst it's sold, it's not necessarily going straight away. You know, we need to arrange for the export company to come and collect it, etc. All the paperwork, rah. Need to transfer ownership of the car. So there is a couple of complexities that are involved, but that's fine. You know, I'm not too precious about that. So, what's next? What's next after the 124 Spider? Well, as I'm kind of leading into the summer, I'm gonna probably not do anything in the immediate short term, if I'm being brutally honest with you. I will probably kind of get hold of a hell of a load of press cars from Abarth, Alpha, you know, a lot of my other contacts. All right, let's spin it round. By the way, I did speak to the owner and I did say I wanted to do one last video with this car and drive it properly, and he was fine. He said, yeah, do what you need to do, it's not an issue. But I do look after my cars. Yes, I might drive them hard and spin them up every now and again, but yeah, I mean, it's wet as well, so it's not like the tyres are going to get absolutely knackered off of this, are they? So it's all good, it's all good. So, what am I doing in the kind of immediate short term? Am I going straight after a new car? As I said earlier on, no, I'm going to probably start, if I'm honest, get a whole lot of press cars. I have done a whole lot of Abarth content as of late. I made quite a few videos on this car, and now I want to kind of start focusing on some of the other reviews of new cars, which I haven't really had a chance to go to launches of, etc. So that will kind of happen in the immediate short term. I might also reach out to Abarth, maybe look at a long-term loan for the summer, maybe Alpha, who knows, but I'm in no rush to get another car yet, and obviously the reason is that because I'm in a very fortunate position to have access to so many cars. So yeah, immediate short term, probably no. What I'll do with the money I get for this, I might invest it in the short term. Obviously there's a risk to that because what I invest in might tumble down significantly. So as I kind of conclude my final drive in my Abarth 124 Spider, I can say that, you know, I've had a really good time in this car. It brought me back into the community. Again, I continue to meet great people. I will always continue to be part of the Abarth community, even if I don't have an Abarth. Who's to say my next car won't be an Abarth, who knows? But yeah, I just want to kind of say a massive thank you again to all of you guys who have supported me. This car has been awesome. At the time when I had to buy it, I was going through some really difficult times with kind of COVID and money problems. Things have changed slightly now, which is great. But yeah, I have to just continue to stay grounded in the short term and think wisely about what I'm going to do as the next car. But anyway guys, it's mad to think this is going to go to Hong Kong. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you've enjoyed the content with this car. If you did, please make sure to like, share and subscribe to make sure you find out what's next. My name's been Stef. You guys have been awesome. I'll see you all very soon on the next one. Take care. Bye bye.